What's going on? Hey, Onion. Craig's got us working rotating double. Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, why?
Looks like you've been crying.
Oh, I just cut myself shaving.
Hurt bad?
Yeah, cutting onions.
Oh, right. I didn't know it happened for you, too.
Well, it depends. I'm kind of allergic.
To yourself?
Kind of.
Well, Craig's got us working rotating double shifts, and I'm on 4 in a row. I gotta tell you, I'm dying.
Man, that really sucks, Brock.
Yeah, I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem fair.
Well, it has to happen to all of us eventually. I just wish there was more time.
How long have you got?
I don't know. Could be a week, could be a month.
That's gotta be tough, not knowing.
Yeah, that and I'm so tired all the time. And I'm in a lot of pain.
Well, hopefully, Brock, soon you'll be in a better place.
Yeah, my back hurts from sleeping on your couch. Not that I don't appreciate it.
It is a very uncomfortable couch.
But yeah, you're right. I should be able to get a better place once I get paid for all this overtime.
Look, I don't know what that fabric is, but it feels like the spiky side of Velcro, but with none of the support.
It's really not that bad.
You wake up after a nap and it's like you're getting punched.
Well, sure, it's saggy.
Well, it's like you almost wish it wasn't there at all, like a hole opening up in the earth would actually be a little more comfortable than that couch.
Yeah, I think it is trying to kill me.
Well, how were your eggs?
They were really good, Carrot. Thanks again for making me breakfast, but it really wasn't necessary.
I know, I want you to know that I care about you. We all do.
Okay, thanks. I care about you too.
I just want you to know that I'm here for you until the end.
Why are you talking like this?
I overheard you and Onion talking last night.
Oh, you did?
Yes, Brock, I did.
Well, it could be worse.
So brave. Just really good attitude, Brock.
I mean, sure, I'm wondering, when exactly it'll end, but I don't really have much of a life anyway, so I ain't missing much.
Don't talk like that, Brock.
Sorry, I'm not missing much.
Wolf Out
Important to
Television
stay positive.
presents-
Well, at least I'll have a bunch of money at the end of it.
That's the spirit. Wait, what?
Well, I get time and a half once I go into overtime, so my paycheck's gonna be great.
What are you talking about?
Craig's got me working double shifts down at the shop.
What?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I thought you were dying.
What? So you made me breakfast? What's this?
I don't know. You can pay on your way out.
Is...
Gratuity is not included.
presents Eddie, the world's first ever live claymation television show. Watch the magic as it happens, live. Eddie's one cool cat. I've heard he can be a bit catty, but Eddie says he's just misunderstood. One thing's for sure, this kitten likes to scratch. Eddie. Series premiere Saturday, July 19th, 8 p.m. to Tuesday, July 22nd, 4 p.m. Only on Wolf Out Television.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for your patience during that difficult time. We're here with our guest for tonight on episode of Vegetable. It's Viv Chappell, host of the Hearty Vegetable. Hey, Viv.
Hey, babe.
Thanks for coming to this side of the camera.
Anytime.
Here's Verge. Get on up there. Good. Verge. So, Viv hosts the Hearty Vegetable, and it's a great show, but it's our only serious show, I guess. So it's kind of hard to balance, like, to introduce and to bring her onto the comedy show. So what we decided we'd do is we do in a lot of our life is we divide and conquer. So she's gonna handle telling you how to make a tamale pie, and I'm gonna handle the comedy. And for the camera work, she usually runs the camera too. So we're gonna have Fergus run the camera. Fergus, are you ready? Oh, looks like I caught you off guard a little bit, but yeah, you should be good. Fergus seems ready. Johnny, are you ready?
Ready.
Viv, you ready?
I'm ready.
Nate's ready. Hold on, I'm not quite ready. I got it. So the side I'm doing, I wanted to tell you guys is, thanks. Sorry, we got a microphone. We need a microphone over here. The side I'm doing is sponsored by Do You Believe in Muffins? So this is the Hearty Vegetable. I gotta grab my wig, but we're set. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
All right, go.
Alright guys, so today we're making tamale pie. This is a casserole homage to the traditional tamale. So I'm gonna start off here with my wet ingredients, which are milk and eggs, my dry ingredients, which you have all-purpose flour, a little bit of baking powder, a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, and then some masa harina, which is a very finely ground cornmeal. And then in here I have my filling, and you can vary this with this recipe, but what I have in here today, we have corn, black beans, onion, diced tomato, a little bit of carrot, but if you like spice, you could throw in some jalapeno. If you like green pepper, you could throw a little bit of diced green pepper in, so you can really make it your own. So I've put the filling in the bottom of this greased dish, and now I'm gonna make the cornbread topping. All right, so into my wet ingredients, I'm gonna stir my dry ingredients just until combined. It'll still be a little bit lumpy. All right, so here we go. All right, so it's gonna look a little bit like that. All right, and then to that I'm gonna add my melted butter. And now what I'm gonna do is spread this topping atop my vegetable and bean filling. And then I'll throw it into a preheated 400-degree oven for about an hour. And then for the first 30 minutes or so, I'm gonna keep it covered with a loose tent of foil. And then for the remainder of the cooking time, I'll uncover it. All right. So now I'll spread this out with an offset spatula, and it's gonna appear similar to how it looks when it goes in the oven as when it comes out. So you just wanna make it look kinda nice. All right, so I'll pop this in my oven, And when it comes out, looks like this. Hey, how'd it go over there?
Oh, it went really, really well. Thank you for asking.
Good. Well, you're just in time. I know you've probably worked up an appetite.
Have I ever? Yeah. Ooh.
So I'm gonna spoon up a little tamale pie.
Tamale pie. Well, hot tamale. Chili tomorrow? I don't know. All right. Sounds good. Thanks a lot, Viv. High five. Take. I guess I'm gonna let this cool down, eat this after the show. In the meantime, what do you say we play a game of chopping? Okay, so the way chopping works is, look, I know it's supposed to be Chopin, like that's how it's pronounced, but I thought it was a funnier pun this way. But this is Fred Choppin music playing in the background there. I hope you enjoy that. And we're gonna do a head-to-head vegetable chopping competition. Viv and I are, and it's gonna be pretty awesome, I think. We're gonna cut the same amount of cucumber and pepper for tonight's salad, for the crew meal. And Viv, what do you say we get started?
I'm gonna grab the salad.
Oh, Viv's gonna grab the salad, so I'm gonna just vamp veggies for a minute. So guys, speaking of cucumbers, what I like about cucumbers is that they're so much better than zucchini. What I don't like about zucchini is that they look like a cucumber, but then it's like, gross. Why do you taste so bad, zucchini, right? Yeah, Jenny agrees. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna take the duller knife because I like jagged scars. Or wait, which side do you want? Are you on this
Yeah,
side?
that's good. Perfect.
Okay. I'm gonna stand here. You want to get us good in frame, get zoomed in, and we'll get going. Okay, hands off. Sorry, I don't want a head start. Hands on table. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm
hands
ready.
Hands on table. In 3, 2, 1. Let's Frederick chop it. Is this zucchini?
It's a cucumber.
Okay, good. You know my feelings on zucchini. Save the elephants, don't eat zucchini. Instead of the foundation, look them up.
Done.
Hold on. I think it was a tie. It was a tie, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put these veggies right on here. Oh man. Can't wait to eat this, guys. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been episode Vegetable. For better or worse, eat your vegetables. And that was the last show on Earth. I want to thank Viv for being the best wife and camera operator a guy could ask for. And of course for being our guest tonight. Get more recipes from Viv at theheartyvegetable.com and stick around after the credits to learn how to make a stir fry. Thanks also to Viv's partner in production. Switching the visuals, it's Johnny Fisher. Finn Hammond, Tyler Insert, and Fred Chopin made the music for the show tonight. Look for Tyler on SoundCloud and look for Finn and Fred out there getting into trouble somewhere, those scoundrels. Finally, a big thanks to the woman upstairs, I said woman, for not making too much noise while we recorded this. For more of this show, go to thelastshowOnEarth.org because we are definitely non-profit. We are a proud production of Wolf Out TV. For more media from us, look for us on social media. We are Wolf Out TV. Thanks for watching tonight, and just please trust that we're watching you too. Stay warm, be cool, be excellent to each other, and happy winter days.
Today we're making a vegetable stir fry with tofu. Stir fries are all about the timing. This is my foolproof method for getting all the components cooked perfectly. First, I'll get my rice going. I'll cook that to package instructions. Next, I'm going to work on my tofu. So here I have a block of extra firm tofu, and I'm going to pat it dry using clean paper towels. I like to sort of push on the tofu and get as much moisture out as I can. Alright, now I'm going to slice my tofu into neat little triangles. Here's how I like to do it. So they come out like this. Now I'm going to heat about 1.5 tablespoons of coconut oil, or you could use canola oil, in my wok. I'm going to put the wok over medium-high heat. I want my oil nice and hot when the tofu hits the pan. Okay, now I'm going to very carefully place my tofu into the pan. So my goal is to get the tofu in an even layer in the pan. And I want to get as much contact with the oil on each of the little triangles as possible. I'm going to let this continue to go over medium-high heat, and I'll add a pinch of some salt and a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes. While the tofu's cooking, next I'll work on my broccoli. So I've got a bunch of broccoli from the store. I really like to use the stems. In some households, this is the most coveted part of the broccoli, but it has this tough exterior on the stalk, so I'm just removing that. Now I'm going to cut the broccoli into 1 to 2 inch pieces. And then when I get to this point where the stem is off, I like to put it down and kind of flip it upside down, and that helps me see the natural divisions of the florets a little bit easier. Use your favorite combinations of vegetables. Just follow 2 basic principles. Cook the vegetables that cook at similar rates together, and be sure you don't overcrowd your wok. Alright, so I got my broccoli florets in roughly the same size pieces, about like this. And now I'm going to check on my tofu, see if it's ready to flip. And as I flip it over, it looks like it's gotten to be a nice golden brown. That's perfect. So I'll carefully flip this. And the idea is now I want the other side to make full contact with the pan, so I'll put these triangles in a nice even layer again. Alright, so I'm going to let my tofu go for another 3 minutes or so. I'll keep an eye on that, make sure it gets nice and golden brown on both sides. While I'm waiting for that, I'll prep my carrots. Next, I'm going to start prepping my sauce. The sauce calls for a couple stalks of sliced green onion, just the whites, and we'll reserve the green parts for later. About 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and a couple cloves of minced garlic. Alright, my rice is probably getting close, so I'm going to check on that. Good, that's done. Turn off the heat on that, and I'll check on my tofu. Could go for a little longer. I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit more on it and let it continue to brown. Alright, so as you can see, the tofu is nicely browned on both sides. So I'll throw it onto a plate here that I have lined with paper towel. I'm just going to wipe out the pan if there's any little burnt bits on it. And then I'm going to put About another half tablespoon of coconut oil into my wok and heat that over medium-high again. All right, now I'm ready to put my broccoli in. Throw in a little salt. Now I'm gonna add to the pan about a tablespoon of water and I'm gonna cover it, and that's gonna steam our broccoli perfectly. I'll cook my broccoli like this over medium heat, tossing occasionally until it's crisp, tender, and bright green. All right, now I'm gonna check on my broccoli to see if it's ready. To hurry up the steaming process, I'm gonna add a little bit more water, just like a teaspoon. While the broccoli finishes up, I'm gonna start working on my onion. So first I'll take the ends off. And then I'll slice it pole to pole. I'm gonna check my broccoli again. That's just about ready. Turn the heat off of this. These are still quite crisp tender, and I know that they're gonna continue to cook as they sit around and as I incorporate them into the stir fry later. So I wanna make sure that they're still nice and crisp at this point, but you can pierce them with a fork. So now I'll transfer the broccoli to a big bowl and set that aside. I'll put another teaspoon or so of my coconut oil into the pan over medium-high heat. Now I'm gonna cut little half-moon wedges of onion. Now I'll add my onion and carrot to the pan. Add just a pinch of salt. I'll toss this occasionally, and my goal is to get a little bit of browning happening on the onion and the carrot. Now I'll use those reserved green onion green sections for our garnish. All right, so my carrots are pretty crisp but getting tender. Now I'm gonna, over medium-low heat, clear a little well in the center, and I'm gonna add my sauce. And the reason I'm doing this is so that the garlic has a chance to cook, so we don't get that raw garlic flavor. So I'll just kind of stir constantly here for about 30 seconds to a minute to get my garlic softened and cooked through. Now I'll toss the carrots and onion into the sauce, and I'll add my broccoli and tofu to the mix and stir it all together. All right, I'm gonna taste the floret and check the seasoning. It's really good. At this point, you could add some more sauce if you want, but I like to leave it on the less salty side and then just cast soy sauce later when I'm serving it. As you can see, all the elements are perfectly done. The broccoli is bright green, crisp tender. The onion and carrot have cooked at the same rate and they are also crisp. And you have your tofu with a nice little bit of texture from being fried earlier. Serve the stir fry over rice and garnish with green onion. For a delicious alternative, leave out the tofu and serve the stir fry with a fried egg.
Of a clock. Do you hear it? It never stops because, well, time is linear. And you can't go back and change anything, so stop dwelling on it. If you mess up, beat yourself up about it for just a little while, and then stop it, because who cares? Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. Anyway, guys, Thanks for joining us tonight, and keep your friends close and your enemies further away. Good night and good nachos.